I've been waiting to tell you this. Good news, real good news. For older people especially, for people who've worked their whole lives, for people who deserve better, things are changing. Finally changing, in good ways. If you're over 60 and worried about money, comment hopeful below. I'm recording this because I want you to know, want you to understand, want you to have hope, because for too long, older people have been forgotten, have been struggling, have been worried about money, about healthcare, about just surviving on what they have. But things are changing. Not everything, not perfectly, but changing, getting better, in real, practical ways, ways that will help you, ways that matter. Several things are happening, not just one thing, multiple changes, all at the same time, all making life easier for older people, for people on fixed incomes, for people who've been struggling. First, pensions, Social Security, retirement benefits. They're increasing, not a little, significantly, more than they have in years, more than inflation, actually helping, actually making a difference. Second, medicine costs, prescription drugs, the medications you need. They're becoming cheaper, much cheaper, new laws, new programs, new ways to get medications without paying so much. Real savings, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, money that stays in your pocket instead of going to drug companies. Third, assistance programs, help with food, help with utilities, help with housing. They're expanding, becoming easier to access, more people qualifying, more help available, more ways to get support when you need it. These aren't promises, these aren't maybe, these are things happening now, things you can access now, things that will help you now. You've worked your whole life, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, paid taxes, contributed, built this country, built your community, raised families, worked hard, did everything right. And then you retired, and suddenly money became tight. Suddenly everything cost more. Suddenly your pension didn't stretch as far. Suddenly you're worried about bills, about medicine, about food, about just making it to the end of the month. That's not right, that's not fair. You shouldn't have to worry, shouldn't have to struggle, shouldn't have to choose between medicine and food, between heating and eating, between necessities and other necessities. You deserve better, you've earned better. And finally, slowly, things are moving in the right direction. Finally, someone is paying attention. Finally, changes are happening that actually help the people who need help most. Social Security benefits are increasing. The cost of living adjustment this year is real, meaningful. Not the tiny increases that barely cover anything. Actual increases that help. If you're receiving Social Security, your check will be bigger. Starting soon if it hasn't started already. Not just a few dollars. Real money. Money that makes a difference. Money that helps with bills, with food, with living. This is happening because finally people understand. Understand that the old increases weren't enough, weren't keeping up with real costs, weren't helping people who depend on these benefits to survive. Check your mail, check your bank account. The increase should be there, should be coming, should be helping. And if you're not sure, call Social Security, ask about your new benefit amount. Make sure you're getting what you're entitled to, what you've earned, what you deserve. Medicine costs coming down. This is huge, really huge. Medicine costs have been destroying people, bankrupting people, forcing people to choose between medications they need and other necessities. But new laws are changing this, limiting what drug companies can charge, limiting what you pay, creating programs that help cover costs, making medicine affordable, actually affordable, not affordable in the way companies say when they mean still expensive, actually affordable. Medicare is negotiating drug prices now, bringing prices down, way down. Medications that cost hundreds of dollars now cost tens of dollars. Medications that cost thousands now cost hundreds. Real savings, real relief. And there are programs to help pay for medications, programs many people don't know about, programs that can reduce your costs to almost nothing if you qualify, and many people qualify. More people than realize it. Talk to your pharmacist. Ask about assistance programs. Ask about generic alternatives. Ask about what's available to help reduce your costs. Because help exists. More help than before. More help than most people realize. Assistance programs expanding. Food assistance, SNAP benefits, they're expanding, more people qualify, more help available. If you're struggling to afford food, there's help, real help, help you've earned through years of paying taxes. Utility assistance, help paying for heat in winter, for air conditioning in summer, for electricity, for water. Programs exist. In every state, help is available. You just need to know about it, need to apply for it. Housing assistance, help with rent, help with mortgage, help with property taxes, programs for seniors, programs specifically designed to help older people stay in their homes, stay independent, stay where they want to be. These programs have always existed, but they're expanding, becoming easier to access. Requirements are less strict, more people qualify, more help is available, and it's getting easier to find out about these programs, to apply, to get the help you need. Why you might not know about this? Many older people don't know about these changes, don't know about these programs, don't know that help is available. Why? Because nobody tells them. Because information doesn't reach the people who need it most. News talks about big political things, about conflicts, about problems, but not about practical help for regular people, not about programs that actually exist, not about benefits that are actually available. Family members might not know, might not realize their parents or grandparents are struggling, might not know what programs exist, might not know how to help, and the systems themselves are complicated, confusing, hard to navigate, especially for older people, especially for people not comfortable with computers, with websites, with complicated applications. So people who need help don't know help exists. People who qualify for benefits don't apply. People who could get assistance don't know where to look. Money that could help them sits unused. Programs that could make their lives easier stay empty. That's wrong. That needs to change, and I'm telling you now, help exists. More help than before, and you should take advantage of it, should get what you're entitled to. What you've earned, what you need. How to access this help. It's not always easy, I won't lie to you. The systems are complicated, but help is available to navigate these systems, to understand what you qualify for, to apply for benefits. Start with your local senior center. They have people who understand these programs, who can help you apply, who can explain what's available, who can guide you through the process. That's what they're there for, to help people like you. Call 211. It's a number in every state, a helpline. They can tell you what programs exist in your area, what you might qualify for, how to apply. It's free. It's designed to help people find assistance. Talk to your doctor's office about medicine costs, about assistance programs. Many doctors' offices have social workers, people who know about programs, who can help you access help, who can reduce your costs. Talk to your family, your children, your grandchildren. They might be able to help navigate websites, fill out applications, make phone calls, figure out complicated systems. Let them help. Let them be part of getting you the assistance you've earned. This isn't charity. I want to be clear about something. This isn't charity. This isn't taking something you don't deserve. This isn't being dependent or needy. This is getting what you've earned, what you've paid for, what you're entitled to through years of work, years of taxes, years of contributing. You paid into these systems your whole life. Social Security? You paid for that, every paycheck, every year. That's your money, your benefit, what you earned. Medicare? You paid for that too, through taxes, through working. That's not a gift. That's what you bought, what you're entitled to. Assistance programs, funded by taxes you paid, by the society you helped build, by the system you contributed to. You have every right to access them, every right to get help when you need it. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel like you're taking something you shouldn't. Don't feel ashamed. You've earned this. You deserve this. This is yours. I'm telling you this because it's good news. Real good news. News that affects real people in real ways. News that can make your life better, easier, less stressful. And I'm telling you because somebody should. Because older people deserve to know, deserve to understand, deserve to have hope, deserve to access help that exists for them. You've spent your life working, contributing, building, raising families, paying taxes, doing everything right, and now you deserve to have a comfortable retirement. To not worry constantly about money, to enjoy these years, to have peace. These changes, bigger pensions, cheaper medicine, more assistance, they help with that. They don't solve everything, they don't make everything perfect, but they help. They make things better. They give you more breathing room, more security, more peace of mind. Don't wait, don't assume you don't qualify. Don't think these programs aren't for you. Check, ask, apply. See what you're eligible for. See what help exists. See what could make your life better. Check your Social Security benefit. Make sure you got the increase. Make sure you're receiving what you should be. If something seems wrong, call them. Ask questions. Make sure you're getting your full benefit. Talk to your pharmacist about medicine costs, about assistance programs, about what's available to reduce what you pay. There might be programs you don't know about, options you haven't considered, help you haven't accessed. Call 211. Ask what assistance programs exist in your area, what you might qualify for, what could help you. Let them guide you. Let them explain what's available. Let them help you access help. Talk to your senior center about all of this, about benefits, about programs, about help that exists. They're there specifically to help people like you, to make accessing these programs easier, to help you get what you've earned. I need to be honest with you about something. These changes are real. These programs exist. The help is available, but it's not automatic. It's not going to just show up in your mailbox. It's not going to happen without you taking action. You have to ask for it, have to apply for it, have to take the steps to access what's available. Nobody's going to come to your house and say, "Here, we noticed you're struggling, let us help you." That's not how it works. You have to reach out, have to seek help, have to be willing to ask. And I know that's hard. I know many of you were raised to not ask for help, to be independent, to handle things yourself, to not burden others, to not take handouts. I understand that mindset. I respect it. But this isn't a handout. This is getting what you've earned, what you've paid for, what you're entitled to, and there's no shame in that, no weakness in that, no loss of independence in accessing benefits you've literally paid for your entire working life. These changes are happening now. These programs exist now, but programs change, budgets change, policies change. What's available today might not be available next year. What you qualify for now might have different requirements later. Don't wait. Don't think, "I'll look into this eventually." Don't postpone. Don't assume it'll still be there whenever you get around to it. Act now. Apply now. Get the help now while it's available, while you qualify, while the programs exist in their current form. I'm not trying to create urgency artificially. I'm being realistic. Government programs change. Political priorities shift. What exists today might not exist tomorrow. So if you need help, if you could benefit from these programs, act on it now, today, this week, not someday, now. What if you don't need this? Maybe you're watching this and thinking, "I'm okay, I don't need help, my pension is enough, my savings are adequate, I'm managing fine, good, that's wonderful." I'm genuinely happy for you. But you probably know someone who isn't okay, someone who's struggling, someone who worries about money, someone who could benefit from knowing about these programs, about these changes, about this help. Tell them, share this information, forward this video, have a conversation. Let them know that help exists, that they don't have to struggle alone, that programs are available, that things are changing for the better. Sometimes pride stops people from asking for help, but information from a friend? That's different. That's caring. That's looking out for someone. You can be the person who lets someone know that help exists, that they don't have to keep struggling. That relief is possible. These changes, bigger pensions, cheaper medicine, more accessible assistance, they're not just about money, they're about dignity, about respect, about recognizing that older people matter, that the people who built this country deserve to live comfortably in their later years. For too long, society has treated older people as if they're no longer important, as if they've served their purpose, and now they're just in the way, using resources, taking up space. That attitude is wrong. It's disgraceful. It needs to change. You're not in the way. You're not taking up space. You're not a burden. You're people who've contributed, who've worked, who've paid taxes, who've built families, who've made society function. You deserve to be treated with respect, with dignity, with gratitude. And finally, slowly, that's starting to happen. Finally, policies are changing to reflect what you deserve. Finally, programs are expanding to actually help. Finally, someone is paying attention to the people who need it most. This is just the beginning. There's more that needs to change, more that should be done, more help that should be available. But this is progress, real, meaningful progress. And you should benefit from it. I want to address this directly because I know it's a barrier for many people. Pride, the feeling that asking for help means you've failed, that accessing assistance means you're weak, that using programs means you're dependent. Let me say this clearly. Accessing benefits you've paid for isn't failure. It's smart. It's using the system the way it was designed. It's getting back some of what you've put in for decades. You've paid taxes your entire working life, decades of taxes, supporting programs, supporting systems, supporting people who needed help. Now you're in a position where you could benefit from those same programs. That's not wrong. That's the system working. That's you getting what you've paid for. Think about insurance. You pay for health insurance. Then when you need it, you use it. Nobody calls that a handout. Nobody says you're being dependent. Nobody thinks you failed because you're using your insurance. You paid for it. You're entitled to use it. These programs are the same. You've paid into them, through taxes, through contributions, through decades of work. Now it's your turn to benefit. Your turn to use what you've paid for. Your turn to get help. Don't let pride stop you from getting what you've earned. Don't let old ideas about independence prevent you from accessing benefits you're entitled to. Don't let fear of judgment keep you from getting help you need. This is the message I want you to take away. There is hope. Things are getting better. Help is available. You don't have to struggle alone. You don't have to worry constantly. You don't have to choose between necessities. Changes are happening, real changes, changes that will help you, that will make your life easier, that will give you more breathing room, more security, more peace of mind. But you have to access them, have to take advantage of them, have to be willing to ask for help, to apply for programs, to get what you've earned. You've spent your life working hard, being responsible, taking care of others. Now it's time to let others help take care of you. It's time to access the benefits you've paid for. It's time to get the help you deserve. Things are changing, for the better, for you. Real, practical changes that will help, that will make a difference, that will improve your life. Access them, use them, benefit from them. You've earned them, you deserve them, and they're available now, today, for you. That's the good news, real good news. Good news you can act on. Good news that can change your life. Good news that I've been waiting to tell you. Now you know. Now act on it. Now get the help you deserve. Now live the comfortable retirement you've earned. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm telling you. That's the good news I've been waiting to share. Things are getting better. For you, finally, and you deserve it. Share this with other older people you know, with friends, with people at church, with neighbors. They might not know either, might be struggling quietly, might benefit from knowing help exists. If this helped you, comment below. Your comment helps this reach more people who need this information. Subscribe for more practical information like this. Real information about programs that exist, about help that's available, what older people need to know.